Welcome YouTube world. Welcome YouTube world. Today's Monday, the 9th, January 9th, Monday 2023. This is my recap of this weekend's past Gervonta Davis versus Hector Luis Garcia undercard main event in the DC area, Washington DC. I want to give a quick recap, in my opinion, on what I saw um, this past Saturday night in Gervonta Davis's victory over Hector Luis Garcia for the WBA lightweight intern championship. Once again, as everybody knows, Gervonta Tank Davis did his thing, stopping Hector Luis Garcia in the 8th round. Had him badly hurt in the 8th round, almost put him out before the bell saved Hector Luis Garcia. And after that, the 9th round, Hector Luis Garcia informed his corner that he could not see, and therefore the fight was stopped, and he did not come out of his corner for the 9th round. So there was a big win for Gervonta Tank Davis. I predicted 7th round. If y'all watched my videos last couple of weeks, I said Gervonta Davis was going to take him out in 7, but nonetheless, it went 8, and Gervonta Tank Davis won the fight. 8th round. I guess they call it 8th round TKO or 9th round TKO. But nonetheless, Gervonta Tank Davis won the fight. Great undercard. Great undercard on probably one of the best undercards in boxing over the last 2 years. You had DeAndre. I'm sorry. You had you had Boots Ellis fighting Karen Chuchekazin, a guy from the Ukraine. In the co-main event, pretty good fight. Well, I wouldn't say that wasn't a good fight, but that fight went the distance. First time Boots Ennis going 12 rounds against a tough guy who really didn't come to fight. The guy Chuzakazin did a lot of movement, a lot of, I wouldn't say running, but it was a lot of constant movement. Every now and then he stopped and engage on some occasions, but for the most part, he was using a lot of movement and fought a very defensive fight. Boots Ennis, I thought won clearly with the fight. It was a shutout. He won every round, but it was some difficult rounds where he got tagged a little bit. He got touched up here and there, but for the most part, Boots Ennis won the fight very convincingly. So hopefully he'll be in with maybe Victor Ortiz, maybe Errol Spence Jr., maybe Terrence Crawford. So looking forward to seeing Gerard Ennis fight any one of those three guys this coming year in 2023. The fight before that, you had Speedy Ellis versus Marcos Villa, lightweight eliminator, IBF lightweight eliminator bout, 12 rounds. Marcos Villa won that fight. Majority decision over Rashidi Ellis. Marco Villa's 25-1, 24 knockouts, heavy puncher from Venezuela. Defeated unbeaten Rashidi Ellis, who was 24-0, 15 knockouts. Marcos Villa won the fight. That was a great fight. Because for 7 of the first 8 rounds, I gave to Rashidi Ellis. I thought Rashidi Ellis won the fight, actually. I thought he outboxed him, used his jab and his movement very beautifully the first 8 rounds. But Marcos Villa, heavy-handed, hard puncher, came on, wore down Speedy Ellis. And then in the 12th round, knowing he needed a knockout, according to what his corner told him, you need a knockout. You need to knock him out. They knew Marcos Villa was behind, and he almost pulled out the knockout, putting Rashidi Ellis down twice within the last 30 seconds of the fight and pulling out a majority decision. Now, I'm going to keep it real with you. Marcos Villa lost that fight. He did not win that fight. I had to score 7-5 for Rashidi Ellis. Now, when you add the points in, you can add that last round as a 10-7 round because Marcos Villa did score the 2 knockdowns. So you can make that last round a 10-7 round. Even with that said, he still loses the fight. Even with that big last round. He needed a knockout, not knockdowns. Knockdowns made the fight closer, but he did not win that fight. He was getting outboxed 7 of the first 8 rounds he lost. and it's only 12 rounds. You do the math. So big ups to both fighters. Big ups to Marcos Villa. You know, big ups to him. My mistake. That was a welterweight eliminator, not a lightweight eliminator. That was a welterweight 12-round IBF welterweight title eliminator. So I misspoke when I said lightweight. I meant welterweight. The fight between Speedy Ellis and Marcos Villa. So big ups to both fighters. Hopefully later on down the line we'll get a rematch, and we'll see how the future goes for Marcos Villa after having this big win for him. The fighter before that was Demetrius Andre, made his debut at super middleweight. He fought Demond Claiborne, I think. I might be saying the guy's name wrong, but nonetheless, Demetrius Andre put on a boxing match, a boxing show, and won an easy 10-round decision. So we'll see what's up with Demetrius Andre next for him. Some big fights at 168 for him as well coming up. So it was a great card overall. Like I said, one of the best in boxing in a long time. PBC did it up this time, you know what I'm saying? So big up to Gervonta Tank Davis for winning his fight. Want to go with that fight with Hector Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis. Very strategic fight, the first 6 rounds. I had it an even fight. There's a lot of counter punching, a lot of baiting going on. Eventually, Gervonta started landing, coming over the top with that left hand. He started getting the radar on that left hand on Hector Garcia around the 4th round, and from then I could see it was just a matter of time. But Hector Garcia gave very good count of himself with his counter punching ability, and he was tagging Tank Davis with some counter shots. He was tagging him, so this was no mismatch. This was a good solid fight. And in the end, Hector Garcia just couldn't keep taking them left hands. He just couldn't keep taking them left hands. And every now and then you saw Tank starting mixing that right hook to the body and the head, in addition to throwing that left hand. So it was just a matter of time. You know, can't nobody stand there with Tank, even if you're a good defensive fighter like Hector Luis Garcia. It's just a matter of time before he get the radar on your ass and start landing. And once he start landing, it's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And Tank is special at what he does because he's not just a hard puncher. Probably one of the hardest punchers in boxing. Top 3, if not the best puncher in boxing. But he also has hand speed. I think a lot of people forget how fast Tank Davis, his hand speed. He has some fast hands. And you add that with his punching power. It's Tyson-like. That's how bad a man Tank Davis is. So look forward to seeing who Tank fight next. He's fighting Ryan Garcia. They say April 15th. Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia. That's what's next for Tank. So we'll see what's up. We'll see what's up with that fight. Once again, I'm going with Tank Davis. Going with Tank Davis for that fight. So we'll see what happens. But great night of boxing. And look forward to some more great boxing in 2023. That's all I got. That's my take on the this past weekend's fight, my commentary. If you agree with what I said, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. On this channel, I talk boxing, NBA basketball, and NFL football. There's no cap here. I give it to you as I see it. No fanboy shit here. All right. But anyway, thank you for watching this video. Peace. Have a good day.